I'm Ava, 19, a college freshman, always stuck in my brother Ethan's spotlight. He's 21, the family's golden boy, crushing it in coding competitions, charming everyone. Mom and dad think he's flawless. Me? I grind for hours to pull C's, and they barely blink. When Ethan hit 16, they handed him AirPods and a new MacBook. For my 16th, a thrift store backpack. I faked a smile, but it stung bad. Grandma was my only cheerleader, FaceTiming me, slipping $20 in my birthday cards, promising to cover college costs. That promise kept me going. I landed a partial scholarship and moved into a cramped dorm. Grandma's money never came. When I texted Mom about it, she blew up. "Stop being greedy, Ava. Grandma's strapped. Get a job." So I did. I started slinging coffee at a campus cafe, snagging free muffins when I could. Still wasn't enough. I picked up late-night TikTok editing gigs, cutting clips on my laggy phone with a cracked screen. Classes, 2 jobs, no sleep. I was a zombie. When the cafe closed for a week to fix a busted pipe, I was starving, dizzy, surviving on tap water. My roommate Harper saved me, sharing her instant noodles and cash. When my phone finally gave out, I broke down. It was my lifeline for work. Harper lent me $400 from her savings. I jotted every dollar I owed her in my notes app, swearing I'd pay it back. Mom and Dad kept bragging about Ethan's elite college life, coding for some startup. He barely texted me back. Just one-word replies, super cagey. That was my life until I scraped together bus fare for Grandma's 70th birthday bash. I blew my last $20 on a cute keychain for her, my wallet screaming. I couldn't wait to see her, to feel like I wasn't invisible. At Grandma's, the party was lit, her dining room packed with string lights, music, and a table stacked with pizza, wings, and cupcakes. Mom, Dad, aunts, uncles, cousins, everyone but Ethan. "Where's Ethan?" I asked, hugging Mom quick. "Swamped with a coding project," Dad said. "Sends his love." My stomach growled as I grabbed a slice, trying not to look like I was starving. We kicked off with toasts, everyone hyping Grandma's big heart. Then we split into little chats. I was mid-bite when my cousin Noah yelled across the table, "Yo, Ava, you're like crazy skinny. You good?" The room froze. Mom laughed it off. "Oh, you know Gen Z and their juice cleanses." I opened my mouth, but Grandma cut in, her eyes sharp. "Noah's right. You're skin and bones, Ava. Isn't the $1,500 I send you every month enough to eat?" My pizza hit the plate. The whole table went dead quiet. "What money?" I whispered. "Grandma, I haven't seen a cent since college started." Every head snapped to Mom and Dad. Grandma's voice was ice cold. "Liam, Sophie, explain. Now." Mom's face went pale. "It's complicated," she stammered. "Not here, Mother." Grandma wasn't having it. "I've got no secrets. Where's Ava's money? Tell us, or I'm calling the cops." Mom started crying. Dad looked at the floor. "It's for Ethan," he mumbled. "He's got a crypto gambling problem. Started in high school, messing with NFT bets, and it spiraled. We've tried therapists, apps, everything. He keeps crashing." My brain reeled. All those nights I skipped meals. All those times I taped my sneakers together. They were blowing my money on Ethan's crypto scams. Grandma stood, her face like stone. "Everyone, keep partying. Liam, Sophie, my office. Now." They shuffled after her, heads low. I sat there numb. As Noah whispered, "You okay, Ava?" I couldn't move. I crept to the hallway, ear against Grandma's office door. "You lied for years," Grandma snapped. "He needed us," Dad begged. "No excuse," Grandma shot back. I stumbled back to my seat, my pizza cold, my head spinning. What was happening to my family? Half an hour later, Mom and Dad came out. Mom's mascara was a mess. Dad's jaw tight. They grabbed their jackets and bailed without a word. Grandma came back, faking a smile. "Who wants cupcakes?" she said, like the world hadn't just flipped. The party limped on, everyone pretending it was fine. When the last cousin left, Grandma grabbed my hand. "Stay here a few days, Ava. Don't go home." I nodded, my stomach in knots. Facing mom and dad felt impossible. Next morning, Grandma sat me down with iced coffee. Her eyes were heavy but steady. "I need to tell you the truth," she said. "I never sent money straight to you or Ethan. I gave it to your parents, thinking they'd handle it. I'm old. Bank apps confuse me." She sipped her drink. "Your scholarship cut your tuition to $25,000. I gave them $70,000 for you. They kept $45,000 for Ethan." My hands shook on my glass. "There's more," she said. "Ethan never went to college. They said he was at some top-tier school. But he's been home, betting on crypto, losing thousands. I gave them $60,000 for his education, plus $1,500 a month for you for 2 years." I wanted to puke. While I was editing TikToks at 3 a.m., they were funding Ethan's bets. "I'm so sorry, Ava," Grandma said, grabbing my hand. "I should have checked on you." "What now?" I asked, tears burning. "You focus on school," she said, fierce. "I'm sending $2,000 a month to your account. No one else touches it." I stayed with Grandma for 3 days. We talked about my classes, my dreams of being a content creator, my friends. She listened, really listened, like no one ever had. Mom and Dad kept texting, but Grandma shut them down. "You're not ready," she said. I wasn't sure I'd ever be. Back at college, everything changed. I dropped my editing gig, kept the cafe job for fun. Grandma's money let me buy real food, new hoodies, and pay Harper back. My grades shot up. I joined a content creation club, making reels with friends, laughing for the first time in forever. I wasn't just surviving, I was living. But something told me the drama wasn't over. 2 months later, I was editing a video in the library when Grandma popped up, grinning. "Surprise visit," she said, way too loud for the quiet zone. I hugged her, laughing. "What are you doing here?" "Checking my favorite grandkids actually in college," she teased. Over tacos at the campus food truck, she hit me with a bombshell. "I rewrote my will," she said, like it was no big deal. "You're my only heir now." I nearly dropped my soda. "Why me?" "Your parents got over $180,000 from me," she said. "That's their cut. I trust you, Ava. You've fought through hell and kept going." My chest tightened. After years of being nobody, I was seen. "Thank you," I choked out. Grandma's face got serious. "Your parents might come for you about this. Stay strong." She was right. A week later, Mom and Dad showed up at my dorm. Harper saw their faces and bolted, muttering about a group project. "We need to talk," Dad said, sitting on my desk. Mom hovered on Harper's bed, looking drained, eyes sunken. "What do you want?" I asked, voice sharp. Mom leaned in. "Talk to Grandma about the will, Ava." I laughed, cold and quick. "No sorry for stealing my money? Just demands?" Dad rubbed his neck. "We're your parents. Didn't act like it when you let me starve." I shot back, arms crossed. Mom's eyes watered. "Ethan's addiction is a disease. You don't know what we've been through." "What about me?" I yelled. "I ate leftover muffins from strangers' plates. I wore the same jeans for 2 years. I begged for help, and you called me greedy." Dad tried another angle. "Tell Grandma we've been supporting you, that you're fine." I stared, jaw dropped. "Lie for you? After everything?" "We're family," Dad said, like it meant something. "Family doesn't do this," I said, standing. I was dizzy from hunger, borrowing cash from Harper to eat. "You funneled my money to Ethan's crypto scams. Has it fixed him?" Silence. Mom whispered, "He's our son." "And I'm your daughter," I shouted. "You forgot that part." Mom sobbed into her hands. Dad mumbled, "Ethan owes money to bad people. We need Grandma's help." "Not my mess," I said, ice in my voice. "How can you be so heartless?" Mom cried. "He's your brother. A brother you chose over me every time," I said. I yanked the door open. "Get out. I'm done." They left. Mom bawling, Dad silent. I sank onto my bed, shaking. Harper came back, sat with me, and listened as I spilled it all. "No apology?" she asked. "Nope," I said. "Just begging for Ethan's next bailout." "Wild," Harper said, hugging me. "What's next?" "I keep going," I said, feeling it deep. School, my job, my life. No more of their chaos. Weeks later, I was all in on college. Grandma's money meant I could buy textbooks, eat actual meals, swap out my ratty shoes. My GPA hit 3.9. My media professor pulled me aside. Your last video project was fire. Want to intern with our content team? I used to say no, too slammed with work. Now I beamed. Sign me up. Spring break came, and Harper dragged me to Miami with friends. I bought a new bikini, ate tacos without stressing, even tried parasailing, soaring over the ocean. It was freedom I'd never known. Then Aunt Chloe called. Your parents sold their house, she said. Ethan's crypto debts got ugly. Loan sharks were circling. They're in a tiny apartment now. Ethan's back in rehab. I felt a twinge of pity, but it faded. Their choice, I said. I know, Chloe said. Just wanted you to know. A letter came from Mom, her handwriting shaky. I almost tossed it, but ripped it open. Ava, we're in a small place now. Address is below if you want to stop by. Ethan's in rehab again. Doctors say he's got a shot if he sticks it out. We messed up, your dad and I. We're proud you're doing so well. Love? Mom, no real sorry, just words. I showed Harper, who snorted. That's their big apology? I slid the letter into my desk, not planning to reply. I was too busy with classes, my cafe shifts, and my new internship, editing vlogs for the school's TikTok. Grandma visited in April, taking me to a rooftop burger spot. How's my star doing? She asked over milkshakes. Honestly? Great, I said, grinning. Life's good now. I told her about Mom's letter. No real apology, just Ethan updates. Don't owe them a reply, Grandma said. She told me how she was the forgotten kid in her family, outshined by her siblings. I built my own life, she said, like you are. One night, my phone lit up. Unknown number. Ava, it's Ethan, a low voice said. I'm in rehab. I have to make amends. I'm sorry about your money. I didn't know then, but that's no excuse. I sat on a campus bench, quiet. I hope you make it, I said finally. Thanks, he said. And we hung up. I stared at the stars, kids laughing nearby, living their college lives. Ethan's apology was the first real one I'd gotten. I didn't know if he'd stay clean or if Mom and Dad would ever get it, but it didn't define me anymore. I had my classes, my friends, my dreams of going viral. My family's drama wasn't my story. I was writing my own now, and it was just getting started.